thinking back. Drop the classic. To establish that the magic is automatic. Got a mask. Who was that? Living legend. Lethal weapon. Mastermind. Never tried. Tell them all. Big dreams, I got big dreams since like baby. I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Play with the fire, you get burned. All of my struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth. Where's your worth? I'm sick of your talking, you got the wrong one. I'm taking your king and I leave him broken. If I am in second, it's after no one. Just give me a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here from Volusia Speedway Park. It's the Dirty MIGO's Money Racing presented by Gears Unlimited as we're live from Volusia Speedway for a little bit of pro qualifier practice as we got a giant field, a huge strength of field, and some of the best in the business here tonight. Welcome into the show as we get ready to rock and roll. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. These drivers getting ready to jump out onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Oh, baby, this is going to be good, chat. This is going to be good. Practice about to come to a close here as these drivers about to jump out onto the racetrack for a little bit of quick practice racing here. Yo, Miss Chalk coming in showing the love. Reagan coming in showing the love. Miss Chalk coming in with the double like. What is good, Miss Chalk? Brycey Bear! Bryce Dickinson! Brycey Bear coming in showing the love. What is good, Miss Chalk? How you doing, my girl? I am always doing good, my girl. I'm always doing good. Yo, Jared! Mr. Arger Singer coming in showing the love. Oh! Chat, ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't even understand how big this race is gonna be. We have a absolutely giant field here tonight in this one. Absolutely massive field out here. These drivers jumping out onto the racetrack, getting ready to rock and roll, getting ready to put some laps in here before we get ready to set them loose. As you can see, there is a massive field here. We got drivers like Travis St. Clair, Ethan Toner, Blake Majulis, James Braswell, Justin Norwood, Camden Johnson, Dylan Hauser. There's so many good, talented drivers in here. Logan Herbert, Keaton Holder, Caleb Durgan, Bob Klein. The list just keeps going, chat. The list just keeps going. You know, we got Matthew Selby out there. We got Gavin Cardwell, Brandon Freeberg. Man, the field is absolutely stacked. Absolutely stacked. Chase Barbara. You know, you get Alan Willis, a lot of these young pups out here, a lot of big names in the field. This is going to be massive. If it's not that Peacemaker guy, I swear, good day, my man. Good day, Jesse. Good day, my boy. Just here signing autographs tonight, but no one cares for the Street Stock guys. I know, Brycey Bear. The Street Stock guys are just, they don't get the love when the late models are in town. They don't get that kind of love. Yo, Jordan, what is good, Jordan? Jordan coming in showing the love. What is good? Diesel, Jones out there. Richie Yost in the 29 ride as well. Hunter Rich out there in the 33 machine. Bob Klein out there in that 7 ride in the Majula C Speed Shop. I did see Evan C in the field here as well. I'm not sure if he's out on the racetrack yet. Where is Evan C? I know I saw him in here somewhere earlier. Maybe not. Could have swore I did. I don't know. Maybe he's hiding off me. Maybe he's hiding off me. He must be hiding on me. I don't know where he is now. We do see Blake Majulis out onto the racetrack, though, as this paint scheme gets loaded in here. There we go. There's Blake Majulis out there. Kendall Tucker out there as well in the 00 ride as wait for these paint schemes to hop in here. We're in a lot of different servers, man. There is a ton of big drivers out here. That 47 right at Derek Stewart looking to have another big run as well. You see that 4 machine of Justin Norwood, Colton Herbert out there in that Dr. Greatness ride. Talon Willis in that NLR Elite Performance Industries machine out there on the racetrack as well. Trey Mills, the future. Trey Mills out there on the racetrack as well. Woo! This is going to be big. Yo, Anthony Watkins. What is good, Anthony? Anthony coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Holy, you wasn't kidding. This field is absolutely popping with a lot of the top guys. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is the place to be here on a Sunday night. This is the show you want to be a part of. This is the main draw, the main class, the main event of the night, probably of the week, up until tomorrow night with the pro, with the pro qualifiers. But I mean, this is where it's all at right here. This is the practice. This is what you see behind the scenes before the pro qualifiers. This is the big show. Is this iRacing? This is iRacing, Anthony. This is iRacing, my boy. What's up, my guy? What is good, Tony? What is good, Mr. Whippersnapper? What is good, my boy? What's good, Whippersnapper? Yo, Garrett Marshall. Mr. Marshall coming in, showing the love. What is good, Garrett? What is good, homie? How you doing, my boy? Woo! See if we can jump into another class. There we go. We see the 18 machine there. Chase Barbara in a different looking paint scheme here tonight in this one. So that'll keep us on our toes as see Chase out there in a different looking ride. We do see Keaton Holder out here as well. He's parked pit side right now with Caleb Durgan out there on the racetrack in the 33 machine. Knox Lumley out there in the 24 ride. James Braswell Jr. out there in that 18. As well as, man, we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here for a little bit of lone qualifying as these drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack. Woo! Oh! All right, let's turn that down just a little bit there. There we go. There we go. Oh, baby, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is going to be fun. This is going to be good. We're in for a treat. I'm not gonna lie, we are in for a treat here in this one. This is gonna be poppin', chat. This is gonna be a poppin' race right now. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Trying to put my rig back together. Tony, my boy, we need to get you out here, my boy. We need to get you back out onto the racetrack. Yo, Josh, Mr. Ely, what is good, Josh? Josh coming in, showing the love. Is this not the pro qual? My ass off. It looks like it. Jesus. Yeah, this is the pro qual, but a little bit more action out there. There's a lot more cars, a lot more drivers out here. So the 811, Nicole Bain out there. What is this? Bodie Parker out here as well. Bodie Parker out there in the 12 machine. See Cameron Carson out there as well in the 18. Ashton Lane out there in the 40 ride. Derek Stewart in the 47. Brett Caudill out there in the 93. Mason Cassidy out there in that 17 ride. Bob Klein jumping up into position number 4 now. Joel Burton in the 12 machine out there on the racetrack as well. You see the 29 ride. The Cocky Floyd Consulting, number 29, just getting done his lap time. As we got a new quick time here for the 5 ride, but he's going to get automatically beat. Nathan Waddell jumped up to the top spot, but Matthew Selby in the Team CFM Esports Majulis Speed Shop. Number 46 is going to take that top spot away, but he's going to be knocked off the top now. Dylan Hauser in the House of Speed, number 2 ride, takes the pole position, but he's going to be undone by the future Trey Mills. Trey Mills to the top of the speed charts. Trey Mills parks it up there in that pole position, but we got a lot of drivers left to go. Ethan Toder just parking his ride up into position number 19. Chase Barbara just parked it into position number 2. Justin Norwood up into 6th. Kendall Tucker there in 11th as Travis St. Clair slides into 10th. Colton Zimmer jumping up into that 6th spot. Blake Majulis out onto the racetrack. Majulis qualifying lap number 1 into position number 8. Knox Lumley out onto the racetrack now as well. Logan Rumsey just getting done his qualifying. They're currently in the 16th and 18th position. Brandon Freeberg's going to jump up into the 11th position as Dylan Hauser going to jump back out here. He's going to try for another lap. He's going to see if he can get something better. He's trying to pick up 2 more spots here to knock off Trey Mills and Chase Barbara from that pole position. Doesn't look like he's going to get there as qualifying going to come to an end, and we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. How much is it to get a setup with this? Oh, Anthony, my boy, it could go anywhere between, you know, $500-$600 to like 60 grand, my boy. It can go to either extreme, homie. It can go to either extreme, honestly, on any given setup. But a decent, solid setup probably be like, I don't know, probably like $1,000, $2,000 for, you know, steering wheel, pedals, monitors, and a PC to run it. Probably roughly in that, you know, $1,500, $2,000 area. Maybe a little bit more, give or take $500, you know. But we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1 as heat race number 1 loaded into the track here, ready to go. As these drivers load into the sim, we're going to get ready here for our first heat race of the evening. As these drivers get loaded into the sim here, we're getting ready for a absolute massive field of strength here and a absolute massive race on the evening. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, as we're gonna get ready here for our first heat race of the evening, starting on the pole in the 14 ride. It is the future Trey Mills. To his outside in the 4 machine, it's the Norwood Esports. Number 4, that is Justin Norwood. Starting in position number 3 is the Max Droop Volusia Speed Shop. Number 13T, that is Travis St. Clair. To his outside in the 41 ride, that is Logan Rumsey. Then we see the 47 ride of Derek Stewart. To his outside in the 87 ride, that is Daniel Elkins. And bringing up the rear of the field in heat race number 1, that is Joel Burton. Supposed to have the 27 ride of Hunter Lagoons out here as well. Hunter not jumping out onto the racetrack as we'll get him stacked up, ready to go anyways. This time by, the lights are turned off, the official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here for heat race number 1. Trey Mills, Justin Norwood. 1 and 2, looking to see the green flag in the air. This time by out at corner number 4 as we're going to set him loose here for the first heat race of the evening. Quickly, Trey Mills putting the pedal to the metal. He's going to slide up in front of the 4 ride as he's going to lead him down the backstretch. Trey Mills out in front as we're looking for the top 3 cars. 3 drivers are going to work their way into the show. Everybody else is going to go to the consolation race. As Trey Mills leads lap number 1, Justin Norwood in position number 2, right there on his back bumper. Travis St. Clair up into position number 3 here as the Max Droop machine. Right there in that 3rd and final transfer spot. The Herbert Graphics Slick Motorsports number 41 rider Logan Rumsey there in 4th. Derek Stewart there in position number 5, trying to track him down. Daniel Elkins and Joel Burton there in 6th and 7th. They're unfortunately on the outside looking in here of a transfer spot. Norwood and Trey Mills both just looking to try to keep it nice and easy, staying breezy as the House of Speed rides are out in front here, looking to try to go 1 and 2 in heat race number 1. It's Trey Mills all by himself here, has about a car length and a bit over top of his teammate there in that 4 ride is Justin Norwood, trying to fend off the hard-charging Volusia Speed Shop, the 13T machine of Travis St. Clair. St. Clair has a few car lengths between himself and Logan Rumsey as Rumsey's there in position number 4, knocking on the door here as he's on the outside looking in here on heat race number 1. The top 3 will transfer through. Everybody else will unfortunately be going to the consolation race. So the pressure is on as all these drivers want to work their way into the show as down through corner number 3 and down to corner number 4. We're going to see the white flag fly. One more time around here for Trey Mills. The future down the backstretch. Down into corner number 3, a couple car lengths between himself and Justin Norwood. Down through corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. It's all Trey Mills here in heat race number 1. Norwood and St. Clair will also transfer through into the show. Rumsey and everybody else there will go into the consolation races as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. And this is a heavy hitting heat race number 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heater right here. The amount of talent up in this field is absolutely insane. We see Blake Majulis up here with his 11,000 I rating. Chase Barbara with his 9,300, a 75, an 82, a 47, a 52, a 49, and a 3,200. Wowzers. I don't even know what that would average out to be, but I'm assuming it's somewhere near the 7,000 area for field of strength here, for strength of field on this one, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, hit that like button on the stream, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and if you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button as we're going to get ready here for the starting lineup. Starting on the pole in the 18 machine, that is Chase Barbara. To his outside in the 127, it's the CFM Esports Majulis Speed Shop ride up Blake Majulis. Starting inside a row number 2 in the 00, it's the Swindell Speed Labs number 00, that is Kendall Tucker. To his outside in the CFM Majulis Speed Shop, Sweet Victory number 18 JR, that is James Braswell Jr. Starting inside row number 3 in the 93 is Brett Caudill. To his outside in the 78 ride is Jake Sylvia. Starting in position number 7 is Bodie Parker, and to his outside is Peyton Stevenson. As we're going to end the anticipation here, as we're going to go back to green flag racing for heat race number 2. Chase Barbara out in front, but the caution flag going to quickly come out here in this one. Looks like we'll try to get everybody stacked back up and refire here, as it's like something wrong there with that restart, well, with that start, so be interesting to see. I race on World of Outlaws, but it's not like this. Yeah, it is, this is 10 times. Yeah, I would say this is probably 10 times World of Outlaws, if not even more, Price can vary anywhere from $1,000 maybe to $10K. Laugh Out Loud cheaper if you can find it all used in lower quality components. Exactly, Drew. Exactly, my boy. It's all basically what you got, what you can use, and what you can spend it on. But it bounces all over the place. Yo, Alex Dean, Matty Fletchel coming in, showing the love. What is good, Matt? What is good, Alex? Yo, Doug Dobbs coming in, showing the love as well. Jonathan Byram coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Hey, baby girl, what is good, Matty? Matty, my boy. What is good, Matt? What is good, my boy, Matt? Supporting that that supporter badge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to be just like Mr. Fletchel, hit that sub button. For the price of a Happy Meal every month. You can help us continue putting on these shows, continue to put on these wicked events, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Looks like some confusion here on this start. I'm not sure if they're saying the 18 ride of Chase Barbara possibly maybe jump the start there. I'm not sure what the consensus is here, but looks like everything is figured out. Everyone's back into their proper starting positions, and we're going to get ready to set them loose and go back to green flag racing here in heat race number 2. I miss my Aaron, Matt, my boy. I miss you too, my boy. I miss you too. I want to see you up here every night, my boy. Every night. No, I'm just kidding. You do what you've got to do, my boy, and I will see you when I see you. But just know that I'm always thinking of you, homie. I'm always thinking of you. As we're going to get ready to set them loose here, the 18 machine of Chase Barbara's going to fire quickly. He's going to jump out in front of that 127 ride. Kendall Tucker down low, trying to make the move here on Blake Majulis, as Majulis up there on the high side. The 127 ride, trying to stay in position number 2, as he's got a lot of hungry drivers right there behind him, as James Braswell Jr. almost went up a little bit too high, almost got up into the outside walls. He's going to keep on rolling, as he's got Brett Caudill right there in front of him. The Volusia Speed number 93 machine, the 3D racing ride, trying to find himself up and around the 00 of Kendall Tucker. Bodie Parker, Peyton Stevenson, and Jake Sylvia battling back here. 3 cars battling back in that 6 7th and 8th position as they're going to go a little bit of 3 wide there through corner number 3 and 4. The 12 right. Gonna lose some momentum up there on the high side, getting up a little bit too high as Parker slides back to position number 8. As Chase Barbara continues to lead the way here. Barbara out in front, but here comes the 127 of Blake Majulis. As Majulis trying to track him down, trying to close the gap here, trying to get to that back bumper of Chase Barbara as he's reeling him in, looking for a way to get around him, but the laps continue to click down. 2 more laps left to go here in this one. Kendall Tucker there in third. James Braswell Jr. in position number 4. He's on the outside looking in as out at corner number 4. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time for the 18 right on Chase Barbara. Here comes Blake Majulis as he looks down to the inside. Couldn't get anything to stick there on the bottom side of 1 and 2. And out of corner number 3 and 4, it's all Chase Barbara here in heat race number 1. Blake Majulis and Kendall Tucker will transfer through. Everyone else will unfortunately go to the consolation race. We need to game together soon, homie. Maddie, my boy. Yes, we do. You know we do, my boy. You know we do. We should have a couple days, possibly this week, maybe a couple days throughout the afternoon. We may be on. Who knows? Definitely some mornings, some afternoon stuff. Maybe even some late night gaming coming up here shortly. It's unknown. It's unknown. The midnight shift may be ending, and I may be forced to retire, and I may be trying to go full time on this stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna pay the bills or not. I may have to go look for another job, but either way, it's gonna be some exciting or some stressful times, one or the other for myself, as we're gonna get ready here for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 about to get underway, and starting on the pole in the House of Speed number 2 machine. That is Dylan Hauser to his outside in the Apex Industries number 5 ride. That is Nathan Waddell. Starting on the inside of row number 2. In that 18 ride, it's the Sweet Victory Apparel Company, the Majulis C Speed Shop. Number 18, that is Cameron Casson. To his outside in the 40 ride, the all-black ride, that is Ashton Lane. Bringing up row number 3 in the 23T, that is Ethan Toder. And to his outside in the 17 ride, it's the House of Speed number 17 of Mason Cassidy. Bringing up position number 7, the last car here in this one is the 811, the Premier Racing Setups ride. That is Cole Bain. We're supposed to have an 8th driver in here, the 318 of Eddie Neal, but unfortunately does not look like Eddie Neal is going to make it out onto the racetrack. So we'll get locked, set, and loaded here with 7 drivers making up heat race number 3 as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, tag your friends, tag your family, tag your iRacing buddies up in the chat. Get them in here as they don't want to miss this, as they can see the competition that they may run into tomorrow night for the Pro Qualifiers, as we're going to get ready for heat race number 3. Dylan Hauser and Nathan Waddell, 1 and 2, looking for the green flag up in the air, and here we go, heat race number 3 underway. Quickly, Dylan Hauser sliding up to the high side here, right down the middle here, as he jumps up in front of the 5 machine of Nathan Waddell. Cameron Cosson down low here as the Majulis C Speed Shop ride gonna jump up and take position number 2 as Waddell goes super high there through corner number 3 and 4. He's gonna lose about 3 positions, and don't look now as here comes the 23T. It is Ethan Toder, as Toder quickly jumping up into that 3rd and final transfer spot. The Apex Industries number 5 ride trying to battle back strong as he gets a little bit of contact there between him and the 40 ride of Ashton Lane. Lane there to the inside. Now the 17 ride gonna get by him as well, as now he's gonna jump down to the inside here. Gonna try to go 3 wide there out of corner number 4 as he looks to take this 4th spot back away. Upside down goes the 5 ride of Nathan Waddell, and the caution flag is gonna fly here. The caution flag coming out as the 5 machine of Nathan Waddell gets all wadded up there on the high side. And unfortunately, up into the outside wall and up and into the air here as we'll get another look at this one as he slides up. Body was maybe clear, just runs out of room there. The 40 ride stuck to his outside. They make some contact, and from that point on, nothing he could do, just hanging on. Gets up into that catch fence, gets hooked in, and goes upside down, and for a wild ride here for that 5 ride. A tough one right there for Nathan Waddell, as that's going to put him down pit side with a ton of work to do on that car before his consolation race, as I don't think he's going to get back out here before the end of this one. So we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and restack them, and get ready here to go back to green flag racing and heat race number 3. Nathan got killed. Yes, he did. Bryce Dickinson, number 2 in my heart. Skylar Pruitt is number 1. That's I don't know. I would say maybe. I would say maybe to that one. I would say maybe right there on that one. Not 100% positive, but fairly positive. All right, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3 to get kicked back off here as the 2 ride of Dylan Hauser sees that green flag back out into the air. Already 3 wide right behind him here. The 40 ride of Ashton Lane trying to stuff it in there. Makes a little bit of contact. The 18 ride of Cameron Casson up the racetrack. Here is Ethan Toder going to jump up into position number 2, but here comes the 40 ride. He's going to waste no time as he looks right down to the inside now on the 23T. Cameron Casson trying to stick right there on his back bumper, looking for a hole, looking for a way to get back up and around this 40 ride. He's going to jump down to the bottom side. He's going to go for the slide jump here in corner number 4. He's going to jump up now and take that high side here away from that 40 machine as he's going to get a little bit of payback and stuffed up into the outside wall. Slow on the racetrack. Around goes the 40. Around goes the 18, and the caution flag back out in the air. These two probably not very happy with each other. You can see Cameron definitely trying to voice his displeasure there, as we'll get a different angle on this one as these two come together off corner number 2. The 40 ride tries to pay him back with a slide job. Unfortunately, overshoots it, gets up into him, then slow, limping it down the backstretch. Nowhere to go there. I do believe that was Cole Bain who ends up getting into him, and unfortunate break here for both the 18. There's the contact that sends the 18 up, slow on the racetrack, and then the 8-11 ride just comes in and cleans out the 40 machine. So our second caution flag here in heat race number 3 is we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Woo! These boys are making me work here tonight, chat. They're making me work here tonight, I swear. I swear, it's hot in here, chat. It is hot in here. Holy moly. Someone call multiple life alerts. Somebody get some help, because he needs some milk. He needs some milk. I love my baby girl. Oh my gosh, you guys are way too cute. You guys are way too cute. Oh my gosh, they're already wrecking here on the restart. We were trying to get going here once again. The caution flag going to come right back out here. 17 ride collected in that one. Cole Bain as well. We'll take a look here and see what happens as they get a little log jammed right here, right off the start. And 17 ride underneath the 23. Then the 8-11 underneath the 17. They kind of get both spun around. The 8-11 ride of Cole Bain takes his ride off the racetrack there and trying to stack them back up and get going here once again, as it actually looks like the checkered flag is going to fly here for this heat race. So Ethan Toder, Dylan Hauser, and Cameron Cosson, I do believe, are going to transfer through to the A main. Mason Cassidy, Ashton Lane, Cole Bain, Nathan Waddell, and Eddie Neal will go to the consolation race. As yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there at the end of that one, as everything was a little bit messed out. Little messed up. Yeehaw, baby. Yeehaw, says Brycey Bear. Looks like Boone last night. Oh no, was she a little bit rough there, Skylar? Was she a little bit rough, my boy? Is Skylar M. Pruitt out there racing? A lot of cautions. Oh man, I mean, it would seem like it. It would seem like it. I didn't touch a soul yet this year. Thank you. Laugh out loud. I don't know. Well, we're going to need some photo proof or something. I'm sure there's going to be some tire marks somewhere on your car, Skylar. There's got to be some tire marks somewhere on there. We need the photo proof, my boy. We need the photo proof. Yo, Skylar! My boy Skylar coming in with the 56-cent tip. The 56 stars, my boy, coming in with the massive love. Let's go, homie. As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 4. Starting on the pole in the 33 machine, that is Hunter Rich. To his outside in the 44 ride, that is Keaton Holder. Starting in position number 3 in the 46 ride, that is Diesel Jones. And to his outside in the 22 ride, that is Camden Johnston. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 22 ride as well, that is Tucker Anderson. And to his outside in the 91 ride, that is Logan Herbert. Starting in position number 7 in the 34 ride, that is Brandon Barnhart. Looks like Chris Solon's not making the show here for heat race number 4, as we'll stack them up, stack them together, and get ready to go to green flag racing here for heat race number 4 on the evening. The pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn, and we're going to get ready to set them loose here as heat race number 4 is green flag racing here at Volusia Speedway Park. Quickly, Hunter Rich putting the pedal to the metal, sliding up to the middle side of the racetrack here. That middle side definitely seems to be that preferred line. Not too many drivers sticking it down low. You see a little bit of contact there as Tucker Anderson trying to work himself up into position number 2. He's going to go for the slide job here over the 46 ride. A little bit of contact. 3 wide right there behind him. Camden Johnson down to the inside now as well through 3 and 4 as he looks to the inside now of Keaton Holder for position number 3 as the battle's on here for that 3rd and final transfer spot into the A main feature event. Keaton Holder in that 3rd and final transfer spot. The 22 ride of Camden Johnson wants to jump up and take that away. It's now the 44 going to go to work now on that 22 machine of Tucker Anderson. Anderson's going to cross him back over down through corner number 3 and 4. He's going to slide up ever so slightly. Unfortunately, not enough room there to make the slide job. It's almost a 3-wide battle here for position number 2 as Hunter Rich out in front, continuing to just pull away from the rest of the field here as they're 3 wide right there behind him. The 222s in the 44 ride battling there as now the 22 ride of Tucker Anderson's going to slide back to position number 5. As now Keaton Holder into 2nd, Camden Johnston up into position number 3 here as he works the bottom side trying to find himself a way around the 44 of Keaton Holder. They continue to duke it out as out in front it's the 33 ride of Hunter Ridge as, man, it's all doubles up here at the front of the field. It's almost like I'm seeing double here in this one. The white flag flies one more time around. This is the battle for that 2nd and 3rd position on the racetrack right now. Tucker Anderson, Logan Herbert, Diesel Jones, Brandon Barnhart on the outside looking in here. They'll have to go to the consolation race as out of corner number 4, it's all the 33 of Hunter Ridge picking up heat race win number 4. Keaton Holder, Camden Johnston will also transfer through. Everybody else will go to the consolation race as we'll get ready here for heat race number 5. Yo, Scott Dobbs, Steve Colvada coming in showing the love. Skylar Pruitt with that like on that stream as well. Scotty Dobbs, 3D Racing, Cody Nevin all coming in, smashing the thumbs up on the stream. What is good, fellas? Let's go, baby. Skylar, how scary was the front stretch last night? The front stretch is always scary. Always, always, always. Skylar says, okay, I might have gave someone the front bumper last night, but nothing hard, laugh out loud, just enough to move him up the track so I could go underneath. Hey, man, Robin's racing, and every once in a while, you know, you got to give him a little shot. You got to give him a little shot. You got to do what you got to do. Yo, 3D Racing coming in says, let's go 3D/House of Speed. Let's get it as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here with heat race number 5. John Fowler coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, John boy? What is good, homie? As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 5. Starting on the pole in the 46 ride, that is Matthew Selby. To his outside in the 02, that is Gavin Eddy. Starting on the inside of row number 2 in the 24 ride, the House of Speed KR1 machine. That is Knox Lumley. To his outside in the Volusia Speed Shop CFM Esports number 7, that is Bob Klein. Then we see the 70 ride starting there in position number 5. That is Davin Cardwell. To his outside in the 09, that is Bo Stencil. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 913 machine, that is Tanner Peak. As we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. Heat race number 5. 3 more cars to transfer through into the show as we're going to get ready to set them back loose here in this one. Woo! These boys are surely making me work out here, chat. They are making me work as we're going to get ready to see the green flag fly here for the 46 ride of Matthew Selby. As quickly, he's going to put the pedal to the metal as the green flag back out into the air. Matthew Selby quickly going to lead the way down at a corner number 2 as he slides up in front of Gavin Eddy. Eddy trying to stick right there to his back bumper, but don't look now as here comes the 70 ride, Davin Cardwell. Quickly trying to work himself up towards the front of the field as he's hooked up down on the bottom side of the racetrack as he's down to the inside here of Bob Klein for position number 3. That third and final transfer spot is Knox Lumley sliding back to the 6th position as Bob Klein now on the outside looking in as Davin Cardwell jumps up into position number 3. Bo Stencil there in position number 5 on the racetrack, and Tanner Peak bringing up the rear of the field there in that 913 machine. It's Gavin Eddy all over the back bumper here as that dirty South 02 ride, the House of Speed machine underneath of the Volusia Speed Shop Sweet Victory Apparel. CFM Esports number 46 ride up Matthew Selby as the top 2 cars continue to duke it out. You see Bob Klein trying to claw back, trying to find his way up and around the 70 ride here at Davin Cardwell. As Cardwell up through the middle, but that 7 ride of Bob Klein has found something just a little bit underneath of him. And don't look now as Knox Lumley and Bo Stencil are right there ready to pounce. Any kind of contact, any type of mishandling car out there on the racetrack, they're ready to pounce and work their way around them in a quick hurry. Since that Cocky Boy Consulting number 24 ride, they're in position number 5. Matthew Selby, though, continues to lead the way as Selby there in position number 1, trying to lead this thing from green to checkered here as he's going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for Matthew Selby. Gavin Eddy right there in second, trying to work himself into the final race, into the A main feature event is out of corner number 4. It's all Matthew Selby here in heat race number 5. Gavin Eddy and Davin Cardwell will also transfer through to the show. Klein, Lumley, Stencil, and Peak will go to the consolation races. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 6. Holy moly! Holy moly, chat. Heat race number 6 about to get underway here. These guys are making me work, man. Woo! That's how big this race is, man. That's how big this field is. And when you look at this heat race, you have 2 drivers starting back in 6th and 7th. The final 2 spots here in our heat races belong to Caleb Durgan and Colton Herbert. That is kind of unheard of, man. That's the amount of talent that's out here in this field as we're going to get ready here for our final heat race of the evening. Heat race number 6 about to get underway. Starting on the pole in the 09 ride, that is Colton Zimmer. To his outside in the Max Droop Sim Sports 171, that is Brandon Freeberg. Starting in position number 3 in the 10 ride is the Elite Performance Industries NLR NH Lens 10M of Talon Willis. To his outside in the Yost Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting number 29, that is Richie Yost. Then we see the 62 machine. That is Zach Jenkins, into his outside in the 33 ride. That is Caleb Durgan. Bringing up the rear of the field in the Dr. Greatness. That is the 32 ride here tonight. That is Colton Herbert in that brown, blue, and white ride. most lackluster paint scheme, I think, out there on the racetrack. But I think that's all he's going for is Colton Herbert in the 7th position here, looking to try to transfer his way into the A main feature event. Bryce says, let's go, T. Willis. Let's go, baby, as we're going to get ready here to see the green flag fly. Slowing the pace up. Here's the 09 ride as he gets the fire first. Caught Talon Willis kind of trying to jump the start a little bit there. Really got him back out of shape as quickly the 09 ride is going to jump up and clear Freeberg down the backstretch. So the 171 ride there into position number 2 is now the 62 ride of Zach Jenkins there in position number 3. And you can already see that Dr. Greatness 32 ride at Colton Herbert trying to work his way up towards the front of the field. Caleb Durgan looking down to his inside. Side by side here, almost 3 wide is Talon Willis up there through the middle, trying to take position number 3, back away from the 62 ride of Zach Jenkins. As Jenkins trying to stick right there on the bottom side of the racetrack, as we're starting to get a very good multi-group track here. That high side is going to continue to get higher and higher and higher, and this racetrack is going to continue to get more and more slick here, and these cars are going to continue to change like crazy. As Talon Willis all over the back bumper here of the 171 ride of Brandon Freeberg. Willis trying to jump up there and take that second spot away, give himself a little bit of a cushion here over that hot seat that he's currently in, as any car behind him can jump up here and take that final transfer spot away from the 10M ride. Caleb Durgan trying to work the bottom side of the racetrack as here comes Durkee down low, as Caleb Durgan trying to find himself up into that 3rd and final transfer spot. A pair of the young guns right there in 3rd and 4th on the racetrack, as Colton Zimmer continues to lead the way, the 09 machine. Volusia Speed Shop ride out in front, continuing to stretch his lead, now out to about 7/10 of a second as Brandon Freeberg holds on to position number 2. Talon Willis there in that 3rd position with Caleb Durgan, Colton Herbert, Richie Yost, and Zach Jenkins rounding out the field here. As Richie Yost and Jenkins are going to jump up and try to make it 3 wide back here for that 5th, 6th, and 7th position on the racetrack as the white flag flies one more time around here for the 09 ride. As Colton Zimmer down through corner number 2 and out of corner number 3 and 4, he's going to see the checkered flag here in heat race number 6. Brandon Freeberg and Talon Willis will also transfer through into the A main feature event as we're going to get ready here, I believe, for our D main consolation race. Holy moly. We got to get a move on here, boys. I got to work at 11. Colton, you know this, my boy. My boy Colton knows that I work at 11. So we got to get this in at least an hour. We got a D main, a C main, a B main in our A main feature event. They better hurry the up, baby. They better hurry the up. That, or we're just going to end this race with me going to work, and I will close everything down once I get there. There just won't be any conversation. We'll have to wait and see what we can do, chat. We'll have to wait and see what we have to do. No, you don't. Yes, I do, Bryce. I do. I do have to go to work. I does have to. As we're going to get ready here for our D main consolation races, I do believe the top 2 from each consolation race will transfer through into the A main feature event. So top 2 from the D, the C, and the B will transfer through into the show. So that means we have 9 drivers here in this D main consolation race, and only 2 will transfer through into the show. Starting on the pole in the 41 ride, that is Logan Rumsey. To his outside in the 22 ride, that is Tucker Anderson. Starting on the inside, a row number 2 in the 47, that is Derek Stewart. And to his outside in the 91 ride, that is Logan Herbert. Starting in position number 5 in the 87, that is Daniel Elkins. And to his outside in the 46, that is Diesel Jones. Starting in position number 7 in the 12 ride, that is Joel Burton. And to his outside in the 34 machine, that is Brandon Barnhart. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 227, that is Hunter Lagoons. 9 drivers, 2 transfer spots. We're going to get ready here for our first consolation race of the evening. It's the green flag quickly into the air here in this one. Woo! All right, Chad, we're going to quickly turn this off as we got to get a drink here as these drivers are making me work for my money tonight. As out in front, a little bit of contact right behind him, a little bit of a blink out of the 47 ride as Derek Stewart jumps up into that second final transfer spot. We see one driver go around. It's the 22 machine of Tucker Anderson, in the caution flag is going to fly. As Tucker Anderson goes around here, a quick little spin. We probably could have kept that one going as Tucker unfortunately gets up into the outside wall a little bit right there, gets up a little bit high. That rear end kind of just skids out there just a little bit out of the 87 machine, makes a little bit of contact with the front nose of the 22, is already out of shape. That little bit of contact right there. And a little bit of net code as it kicks that rear end out like absolutely crazy there on that 22 machine, and a tough break there for Tucker Anderson. He gets spun around, so we'll stack him back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Don't think the 22 ride's very happy with the outcome of that one, as we'll have him stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Logan, Rumsey, Derek Stewart, 1 and 2 in the final two transfer spots here in this one. Right there behind them, it's Daniel Elkins, Diesel Jones, Brandon Barnhart, Logan Herbert, Hunter Lagoons, and Tucker Anderson bringing up the rear of the field here as Joel Burton, unfortunately, taking that ride down pit side. Jarrett Jones, if it comes down to it, gets someone in Discord and they can share their screen and they can control the camera. Yeah, we can try that. I don't know if they can control the camera if they are seeing my screen. Maybe. We might be able to do it. We might be able to do that. As Logan Rumsey out in front here, Derek Stewart right there in position number 2. Quickly, they're going to clear the rest of the field here as Logan Herbert trying to work himself up into position number 3 rather quickly, almost slid up into that 47 ride as he came in there with a whole head of steam as he tries to track down that second place driver as the caution flag going to come back out as Brandon Barnhart parked up there on top the wall in corner number 2. Brandon Barnhart, unfortunate break here for the 34B ride as he sends it in there, then just a little bit of contact with the 22, sends him up into that wall upside down, and tough break right there. That 34B ride just trying to get himself set into the corner there, and then gets absolutely cleaned out there by the 22 ride. Unfortunate break for both drivers. It's just that rear end just kicks out and unfortunately sends him up the racetrack and into that outside wall, and that car is absolutely destroyed. So we'll get them stacked back up, ready to go back to green flag racing here. Logan Rumsey, Derek Stewart, 1 and 2. Logan Herbert, Diesel Jones, Hunter Lagoons, Daniel Elkins, Tucker Anderson bringing up the rear of the field here as not sure where Tucker is on the racetrack. I think they may have removed the 44 ride here. Well, the 22, I suppose it actually is. As it looks like we're down to 6 cars here to finish out this one. 6 cars. Still, I don't even know how many laps left here. 10 laps left to go in this one. Oh my gosh. As the pace truck going to make the hard left-hand turn. We're going to go back to green flag racing here with 8 more laps left to go in this one. Logan Rumsey out in front. Derek Stewart right there on his back bumper. And don't look now as here comes Diesel Jones. Jones up there on the high side, gets up a little bit too high. They're 3, almost 4 wide here out of corner number 4 for a split second, but they go 3 wide down into corner number 1. It's the 91 of Logan Herbert trying to hang on to position number 3, but right now these drivers are fighting for their lives as they're on the outside looking in. If they can't get up into the top 2, they're going to be joining the fans in the stands here. As the 41 rider Logan Rumsey continues. As Logan Rumsey continues to lead the way here, Derek Stewart sticking right there on his back bumper. Logan Herbert on the outside looking in as Daniel Elkins and Hunter Lagoons right there in 4th and 5th. Diesel Jones there in that 6th position as Lagoon's going to go up the racetrack ever so slightly. Going to open up the door here for the 46th ride as Elkins and Herbert continue to battle side by side for position number 3 and position number 4. Did you die? I almost did, Bryce. I almost did. Not going to lie. I choked on, I don't even know, my own tongue or something. As Logan Rumsey out in front. Rumsey looking to try to pick up the D-Main win and work himself into the show as he's trying to put that 41 ride down here in victory lane in this D-Main consolation race. Logan Rumsey, Derek Stewart looking to go 1 and 2 and work themselves into the show here. Starting to stretch out a lead now as Daniel Elkins jumps up into position number 3 as the caution flag is going to come back out in the 91 up into the outside fence. I do believe that came out before the caution flag did. As it looks like Diesel Jones, unfortunately, going to get turned around here in the 46 ride as he and the 91, Logan Herbert, going to make some contact right there as Herbert sends it in there. Just doesn't quite clear the 46 ride. Front end destroyed off that car, and unfortunately, then he gets up into the outside fence here. Nowhere to go for the 227 ride of Hunter Lagoons as we'll get them all stacked back up, re-racked, and try to finish this one out here as Logan Rumsey continues to lead the way. The 47 ride of Derek Stewart there in second. Daniel Elkins in position number 3 on the outside looking in here. Needs to pick up one more position to work himself into the show. Hunter Lagoons there in 4th. Logan Herbert and Diesel Jones bringing up the rear of the field. So it does look like Logan Herbert is going to get the EOL, so he is going to start at the back of the pack here for this restart. But he's going to stay in it. Anything can happen as we got him stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing as the pace truck makes a hard left-hand turn back down pit side. We're back to the green flag here for our D-Main consolation race at Volusia Speedway Park. Quickly, Logan Rumsey puts the pedal to the metal, but the 47 ride of Derek Stewart doesn't have too much room as there's some contact deeper there behind him as the white flag flies. The next flag will end it no matter what as Logan Rumsey down through corner number 3. Down into corner number 3, the 47 ride right there behind him. Daniel Elkins has to try something here. Is out at corner number 4. The caution, or the checkered flag is going to fly here for that 41 ride of Logan Rumsey. The 47 of Derek Stewart there in that second and final transfer spot into the show as we're going to get ready here for our C-Main consolation race here in a couple of seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our C-Main about to get underway. Starting on the pole in this one. In the team CFM Esports with Volusia Speed Shop, number 18 JR. That is James Braswell Jr. To his outside, his teammate in the Sweet Victory Apparel Company, Volusia Speed Shop CFM, number 7. That is Bob Klein. Starting in position number 3 in the 93, it's the House of Speed, number 93 machine, the black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow ride. That is Brett Caudill to his outside in the Cocky Floyd Consulting KR1, number 24, that is Knox Lumley. We see Jake Sylvia, Bo Stencil, Peyton Stevenson, and Tanner Peak rounding out the field here for our C-Main consolation. C-Main about to get underway. 2 more cars will transfer through into the show. Everybody else is gonna go home early. They're gonna join the fans in the stands. They're gonna watch the rest of this one up in the booth here, down pit side with the rest of the stands, rest of the fans back there. You see them all on their feet getting ready to cheer them on. Fortunately, 6 more drivers will be joining them back there in a few more moments as we're going to get ready for our C-Main consolation race. James Braswell and Bob Klein, 1 and 2, see the green flag back out into the air. quickly. James Braswell, the sweet victory apparel. Number 18, JR, out in front. Bob Klein trying to stay right there in position number 2 as here comes Knox Lumley, and the caution flag is gonna fly here quickly. So it looks like Brett Caudill, unfortunately, gonna go around here in this one. The 88 ride sends it in a little bit too deep there on the bottom side of the RKM machine. The 88 ride of Bodie Parker, I do believe. Bodie Parker gonna get into him. Actually, is that Bodie Parker? Who is that? I don't even know who that was. Which car was that, chat? Who drives the 88? Not Tanner. It's not Peyton. Is it Bo Stencil? No, Bo's in the 9 ride. Jake Sylvia. That's who that is. It's Jake Sylvia. My thing's saying that he's in the 78, but he's not in the 78. He's in the 88. He sends it in here just a little bit too deep. Just makes that little bit of contact right through the slick stuff of the 93 ride. Quickly knocks those rear tires up, balances out that rear end. And that thing flattens out and goes around and loops around in a quick hurry as we'll stack them up, re-rack them, and get ready to go back to green flag racing as that sends the 93 of Brett Caudill and Jake Sylvia to the back of the pack here. They're going to have to battle back strong here. Have to pass a lot of cars to work themselves up into a transfer spot as the green flag back out into the air here once again for our C main consolation race. Our C main underway here. 9 more laps left to go. James Braswell Jr. out in front. Now it's the 24 machine of Knox Lumley into position number 2 is Bob Klein trying to work back strong on the bottom side here. This Klein right there in position number 3 on the outside looking in. He's got Bo Stencil right there behind him in the 9 ride. Peyton Stevenson there in position number 5 as Brett Caudill now up into 6 as he's worked himself around that 913 of Tanner Peak as Peak almost goes around there off the front bumper of the 88 of Jake Sylvia. Sylvia almost got into him a little bit too hard, almost took him out of that one. As James Braswell Jr. continues to lead, but the battle's on for that second and final transfer spot as Bob Klein and Knox Lumley continue to exchange some big slide jobs and some big haymakers. It's there. Knox Lumley goes for the slide job in corner number 3 and 4. A great crossover in the slide job coming once again out of the 7 right of Bob Klein. Klein with a good run though out of corner number 2 here as he's going to try to protect that bottom side. The 24 blinks a little bit. No one can see where he was. I wasn't sure if he was going to try to send it there or not. As he blinked a little bit, we weren't too sure where he was out there on the racetrack, and he almost took a few drivers out there with him as we got 6 more laps left to go. Wow, that 88 is special. Let's go, Brett Caudill. Come on now, Scotty Dobbs. Come on now, my boy. As we're going to see these drivers continue to duke it out here for position number 2. The laps continue to click up, and James Braswell Jr. continues to stretch out his lead as the 18 JR machine out in front by a full second now over his teammate in that 7 ride of Bob Klein. Peyton Stevenson now up into position number 3 as Bo Stencil. Brett Caudill, Jake Sylvia, Tanner Peak now all in front of Knox Lumley as Knox fortunately off the racetrack, or maybe his car has just disappeared again, but it looks like that car has been taken off the racetrack and back down pit side, so a tough break there for the 24 ride as James Braswell looking to try to pick up this checkered flag here in our C main consolation race. Only the top 2 drivers will advance into the show. Everybody else will unfortunately go home. As out in front, it is all James Braswell as Braswell down through corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. We'll see that white flag fly one more time around here for James Braswell Jr. Bob Klein in that second and final transfer spot is Peyton Stevenson, Bo Stencil, Brett Caudill, Jake Sylvia, and Tanner Peak try to hunt him down, but out of corner number 4, it's all James Braswell Jr. picking up the C main win, and Bob Klein will transfer through into the show. Unfortunately, everybody else outside the top 2 there of Braswell and Bob Klein will be going back behind the wall. They will be loading up their cars. They will be joining the fans in the stands as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here as our B main consolation race is about to get underway. Once again, 2 drivers will transfer through into the A main feature event. 2 cars will go home. Well, will not go home. The rest of them will go home. Sorry, we're losing our mind here a little bit, chat. I'm trying to shoot some messages here, trying to make sure that we're good for work here. Time may get a little bit tight. If anything, we probably won't have any post-race interviews, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we may not have post-race interviews as time constraints may become an issue here. Boys, I don't think they expected this big of a field and this many cautions through the heat races and everything, so time's starting to get a little bit tight. But we're going to get ready here for our B main consolation race as these drivers get loaded up onto the racetrack. Starting on the pole in the 40 ride, it's the black and white machine. That is Ashton Lane to his outside. In the 33 machine, that is Caleb Durgan. Starting in position number 3 in the 17 ride is the House of Speed machine of Mason Cassidy to his outside. In the 29 ride, that is the Yost Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting ride of Richie Yost. Starting in position number 5 in the 5 ride, that is Nathan Waddell, and to his outside in the 62 ride is the Phantom Speedworks number 62 of Zach Jenkins. And bringing up the rear of the field here in this one is the 32 ride, the Dr. Greatness machine of Colton Herbert. So 7 drivers, 2 more transfer spots here into the A main feature event. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that share button, and make sure you hit that follow button. And if you're watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Our B main feature event about to get underway here. Caleb Durgan, Ashton Lane, 1 and 2, and we're going to see the green flag back out into the air. Ashton Lane quickly jumping up to the high side here, taking that lane away from the 33 ride of Caleb Durgan. Durgan going to try to hunt him down the backstretch as he's got Richie Yost all over his back bumper. Nathan Waddell down to the bottom side, trying to find something down there, but he's got a car even deeper than he is. Here comes Colton Herbert with the slide job over the 5 ride for position number 4 as he's looking for more, trying to get that Dr. Greatness machine to the wards, the front of the field. Zach Jenkins and Mason Cassidy battle back there for the 6 and 7 position. It's all Ashton Lane out in front as the 40 ride continues to hold down the 4, but he's got the 33 of Caleb Durgan all over his back bumper. Hang on to it, Ashton. As Caleb Durgan trying to find a way up and around this 40 ride, trying to give himself a little bit of a cushion as he's got Richie Yost right there on his back bumper. Richie trying to find his way around here, trying to hit some pay dirt out there on the racetrack as he's trying to find the dig right now, trying to find that extra little bit of speed to find something to jump up and get around that 33 ride of Caleb Durgan, and then he's going to have his eyes set on that 40 ride of Ashton Lane. As they all run single file here throughout the field, Nathan Waddell trying to take a peek down low underneath of Colton Herbert. Herbert, though, with a great run up through the high side. Mason Cassidy back there in 6, and unfortunately, Zach Jenkins taking his 62 ride down pit side. As Ashton Lane out in front in one of the final 2 transfer spots into this A main feature event. Caleb Durgan right there in position number 2. Richie Yost looking to find something, gets right to the back bumper of the 33 ride, then has to get onto the binders. That's going to open up the door here for Colton Herbert as Herbert goes for the slide jump. Oh, baby, they had to get skinny down the backstretch as they made a little bit of contact. Colton Herbert and Richie Yost going to battle. Herbert knows there's no time to waste, trying to get that ride quickly to the front of the field. Only the top 2 transfer, but they come together again. Around goes the 32 ride here tonight as the Dr. Greatness ride's going to go around and the caution flag is going to come back out. Wowzers, it was bound to happen. Colton Herbert and a 29 rider Richie Yost were duking it out here quite a while. Finally, 29 tries to go back, give a little bit of payback, throws that slide job back in 1 and 2, and clears them. Just that big head of steam out of that 47 ride, gets right underneath the 29. Fortunately, they get spun around, and once the car gets stopped on the racetrack, pointed the wrong direction, they automatically throw that caution flag. A tough break there for Colton Herbert. So we'll get him stacked back up, re-racked and ready to go back to green flag racing. Yo, Bubba Carden coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Shane Clark coming in, smashing that like as well. What is good, Shane? What is good, Bubba? How you boys doing here tonight as we're going to get ready here for the end of this one? It looks like the 29 rider, Richie Yost, is going to get an EOL for initiating the contact there. So he's going to be lined up alongside that 32 of Colton Herbert here. Is now they're back into that 5th and 6th position. They have to jump up inside the top 2 to transfer through into the show as the pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn back down pit side. The 40 ride of Ashton Lane gets the fire first here as he tries to get a good jump over the 33. He's going to clear him down into corner number 1. But side by side down at a corner number 2 here is now Caleb Durgan taking a look down low. Durkee trying to find a groove, trying to find something down there as Colton Herbert out of nowhere. Colton finding the run, and he's going to jump up into that 2nd and final transfer spot. Here comes the 33 with a slide job just over his nose. Once again, almost the exact same thing we saw before, as here comes Richie Yost, gonna try to reenact it as 3 wide, beating and banging down across the start finish line as the white flag flies. One more time around here, Richie Yost and Colton Herbert making a little bit of contact. The 33 rider, Caleb Durgan in there as well. Mason Cassidy gonna go around as Ashton Lane is gonna pick up the B main win, and Caleb Durgan is gonna get that 2nd and final transfer spot into the A main feature event. Cody, my boy, hashtag Wreckfest. Cody, you're not joking, my boy. You're not joking. These guys are they're feeling the pressure, man, and they are high-strung and high capacity, and they are ready to beat and bang, and they're ready to battle for anything here tonight. None of them are giving an inch. None of them are gonna back down from one another. John Darby coming in. What is good, John? John coming to show him the love as well. Wowzers. Wow, my boy, says John. Wow, these boys going to battle. Yo, Cody Buck coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Cody? Anthony Karp coming in with that like as well. Glad I stayed home tonight. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one so far. It's a tough one so far. But, I mean, this is a big field, man. This is a massive, massive field. What we had 6 heat races, 3 consolation races. These drivers are going to jump out here for a quick warm-up session, and then we're going to get right into our A main feature event. So nothing slowing down here. These drivers are going to continue to beat and bang and battle all around this racetrack. Glad to see you back at it, Peacemaker. Cody, I've never been away, my boy. We're just back at the money races. We're back at the money races. We had to wait for some of the boys to come back to want to put them on. We had to wait for the boys to put them on. I just gave up in that B main. Carson, my boy, it happens, homie. It happens. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, my boy. This is a tough one no matter what, man. The talent level and the competition level out there is going to make for some exciting things here. So it's going to definitely be pretty crazy out here for every one of these drivers. 10-4, 10-4. You know it, my boy. You know it, my boy. We never stop here. We never stop here on Peacemaker Gaming. We're live pretty much every single night, my boy. Pretty much every single night. And if we don't go live during the evening, then we tend to try to get at least a morning stream in where we'll go live at, 7 a.m., 7, 8 a.m., somewhere in there. Do a little bit of PGA Tour or something like that. Try to get a little something fun going. Just try to hit the balls around. Or, sometimes we'll jump in and do, whatever other games. Sometimes, Hogwarts Legacy or FIFA or MLB or Fall Guys or, we play pretty much everything here. It's not just iRacing broadcast. We dabble in everything, man. It's all about the content creation. It's all about creating content and having fun, building the community, and continuing to just pump out absolutely wicked content for everybody to enjoy. All right, as the warm-up continues, to see Blake Majulis flipping there up in corner number 1. Going upside down for a little bit of a ride. We're going to get these drivers stacked back up and ready to go here for our A main feature event in just a few more moments. We're going to get a quick break in here ourselves, and we're going to get ready for this A main feature event. And you know what? This is a perfect song. This is a song called Nobody's Safe, and I think that's fitting for what we're about to see in this A main feature event.
Nobody's safe. Soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Make no mistake, either you stay in your place or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face, we put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change, pick up the pace. We put in infinite work, that's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late, we moving on to the next. You still been stuck in a phase, there's no debate. We draw the line in the sand, we say it straight to your face. They underrate, so we put the team on our back. We took the city to state, what it's gonna take. Another S on our chest, another beat in the grave. We innovate, we always switching it up. They can't predict what we say. Come out the cave, they see the blood on our shirt. They see the teeth in the face. They watching tape, still trying to figure us out. They think we came here to play. They sending snakes, they trying to give us a curse. They want us taking a bait, but that's okay. We keep on dodging the bull. We keep on saying Olay, blocking the way, thinking we flipping reverse, but we keep rushing the gate, stopping the rain. We know they sit on the throne. It's looking easy to take. We not afraid. We put the fear in their bones. Ain't no more running away. They trying to trace. They trying to follow our steps. They trying to copy the wave. Boy, that's your name. That's why they keep getting curved. You gotta stay in your lane. They wanna claim that we not giving them work. Like this is minimum wage. Boys, you crazy. Why you keep feeding the beast? Now that you open the cage, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
If you come in, please don't drop your guard. Nobody's safe. If you come, you're messing with a star. 1, 2, 3.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's safe. No, I do this for my folks, for my mama and my pops. I don't care if you the cops, anybody could get boxed. If you aiming for my head, then you better take your shot. If you miss, then this fist gon' be cleansing your clock. I don't care if you the press or the feds or an op. If I stretch out these hands, then prepare to get robbed. If your friends said that you had a chance, understand that they probably was never for your friends. They my fans.
Jumped in the ring and I started swinging. Came from the jungles of drunken demons, fighting them off in the Coliseum. Studied and learned how to target weakness. That's why your team will do better beefing with someone else who was probably vegan. Touch me and lose every single finger. Touch me and watch how I turn the scene.
Massacre as soon as you have the nerve to try to step to me, I will snatch your turf. And matter of fact, scratch that, I will snatch your earth. You tried to breathe to see how the asthma works. We don't compete. I'm not in a class with earth. My boys are down the ball if I say the word. The team is down the hall if I call the third. What's happening? Best believe that a massacre. Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. If you come in, please don't drop your guard.
Nobody's safe.
If you come, you're messing with a star. 1, 2, 3.
Nobody's safe.
Yeah,
Nobody's safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready for our A main feature event. These drivers loaded in and ready to rock and roll as we're gonna get ready here for our starting lineup. Starting on the pole in the 14 machine, that is the future Trey Mills. To his outside in the 18 ride, that is Chase Barbara. Starting in position number 3 in the 23, that is Ethan Todert. To his outside in the 33 ride, that is Hunter Ridge. Starting in position number 5 in the 46 ride, that is Matthew Selby. Into his outside in the 09, that is Colton Colton Zimmer. Starting in position number 7 in the 4 ride, that is the 4 of Justin Norwood. And we see Blake Majulis, Gavin Eddy, Keaton Holder, Travis St. Clair. The 2 ride of Dylan Hauser up there as well. Brandon Freeberg, Cameron Passon, Kendall Tucker, Camden Johnston, Davin Cardwell, Logan Rumsey, Talon Willis, Ashton Lane, James Braswell Jr., Bob Klein, Derek Stewart, Caleb Durgan, rounding out our field. 24 drivers getting ready to go to battle here at Volusia Speedway Park, as it's the Dirty Migos Money Racing event presented by Gears Unlimited, as Trey Mills and Chase Barbara are gonna get it done here. They're gonna lead us down to the green flag as we're gonna end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. As these drivers head down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, the pace truck gonna make that hard left-hand turn, and we're gonna go to green flag racing here at Volusia Speedway Park. Quickly, Trey Mills putting the pedal to the metal here as the 14 ride out in front. Dylan Hauser stuck right there to his back bumper. Hauser trying to find himself off the front of the field here as he's going to take over position number 2 here as Matthew Selby going to jump up into position number 3. Chase Barbara stuck up there on the high side as right now the high side is not the preferred line. This racetrack has changed up ever so slightly. You can see it. They've worked it back in. They put some more water out there. The drivers were trying to get it worked in for this A-main feature event, and that's going to give us some good lanes around the end of this race. Right now, Trey Mills continues to lead the way. Dylan Hauser down low. Matthew Selby right there in 3rd. The 33 rider, Hunter Ridge, now up into 4th as here comes Justin Norwood in the 3D Racing. Number 4 ride, the House of Speed Machine, up into position number 5 on the racetrack, but Chase Barbara trying to battle back strong on the outside. 02 and the 09 of Colt Zimmer and Gavin Eddy battle there as here comes the 127 of Blake Majulis. Majulis now up into position number 8. He's going to get followed through here as here comes Ethan Todert and Travis St. Clair. St. Clair right there in position number 11. Davin Cardwell and Cameron Cosson. They're in 12th and 13th, and one driver already on the move. It's the 18 rider, James Braswell Jr. Braswell already up into the 13th position, trying to work underneath the 70 ride of Davin Cardwell. I would have thought Cardwell would have loved this track reset as he loves that bottom side of the racetrack. As now you see Logan Rumsey trying to force his nose into that picture. As he tries to look underneath of the 18 JR of James Braswell Jr. Out in front, a little single file starting to get a little broken apart here as Trey Mills continues to lead the way. Dylan Hauser right there in position number 2. Matthew Selby in 3rd. Hunter Ridge in position number 4 with Chase Barbara there into position number 5. It's top 5. We see 3 of those House of Speed rides up inside the top 5 here. Hunter Ridge in that Speed Ranch setups machine, and Matthew Selby in that Majulis setups ride. They're in position number 3 right now, but Hunter Ridge trying to fly away underneath of him, and here comes Dylan Hauser as Hauser looking for a way underneath of Trey Mills. Trey Mills searching around the racetrack, starting to move up here just ever so slightly. Dylan Hauser just running a little bit underneath of them as these two continue to click the laps off, continue to run away more and more with this one. These guys put on a absolute wicked show here for us. We're going to get that overlay reset here for us. Chad is that was frozen there from the heat race. There we go. Put that back up and going as 13 of 40 laps here in this one. Let's see if we can get this thing completely reset. Trey Mills still out in front. Dylan Hauser there in second. Matthew Selby in position number 3 with Hunter Rich right there in fourth. Chase Barbara there in position number 5 with Norwood. And now Blake Majulis off into position number 7. Ethan Coder right there behind him is the 23 Team Machine trying to follow that Majulis speed shop right through the front of the field. Here's Majulis up into that 7th position. Gavin Eddy sliding back now to position number 9. Colt Zimmer right there in front of him is Colton Zimmer staying right there in that 10th position. The 13T of Travis St. Clair there in 11th with Rogan Rumsey right there in 12th, and James Braswell Jr. there in 13th. And we see Brandon Greenberg there in the 171 ride back there in the 14th position. Kendall Tucker back there in that 15th spot. Davin Cardwell, Cameron Costin there in 16th and the 17th position. The 44 ride of Keaton Holder there in 18th. Derek Stewart in the 47 ride there in 19th. Camden Johnston, Caleb Gergen, Bob Klein, Talon Willis, and Ashton Lane bringing up the rear of the field here as Ashton unfortunately sees our leaders right there behind him as here comes Dylan Hauser with the slide jump over Trey Mills. Trey Mills, look out as here he comes down to the bottom side. Gonna pay one back here to the 2 right of Dylan Hauser as Hauser and Trey Mills battle side by side at the front of the field. Matthew Selby holding on to position number 3, but has Hunter Rich and Chase Barbara right there behind him as they try to track down our leaders as Dylan Hauser and Trey Mills continue to swap back and forth here as they continue to try to battle. They're coming in quickly onto some lap traffic as there's the 40 ride right there in front of them. Ashton Lane gonna dive down to the inside of the racetrack here, gonna jump down out of the way. Unfortunately, he gets stopped on the racetrack, and that's gonna throw a caution flag. A veteran move for a hosted lobby. I'm not sure how the officials are gonna like that one as the 40 ride just pulls over and stops on the racetrack. Gonna take his ride down pit side and get some work done to it. I'm not sure if they are gonna park him or not for bringing out the caution. See Talon Willis down there as well, getting some work done to his ride. He comes in pit side here as well. Tough break there for Talon Willis, has his car repaired and back out onto the racetrack. Here comes the 40 ride as well of Ashton Lane as he jumps back out there as Dylan Hauser out in front. Trey Mills right there in second as we'll take a look back and just see. Take another look at it as the 40 ride just sees the leaders coming and decides that he's gonna just pull to the inside here and let them by, but instead of just letting them by and keep on rolling, he stops on the racetrack and he gets stopped out there. That lead pack coming right at you. You throw that caution flag, and unfortunately that's gonna bunch everybody back up, and we're gonna see this one continue on as you should have probably taken that thing down pit side. What? Get him DQ'd? I know. I don't have it. I don't have those admin roles. I don't know if the any of the other admins are seeing it, or if they're racing, or if they can do anything about it. I'm not 100% sure, but he is still a lap down, so mission not accomplished there for the 40 ride, as he's still stuck a lap down in that last position. But now could produce some mayhem as we're going to stack the rest of this field up, and everybody is going to be on edge, and everyone on their edge of the seat as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. The iRacing pace truck has the lights turned off. Yeah, that's an ASAP move. Exactly, Scotty. Exactly, my boy. Get it, Hauser, says Jordan LaFawn. What is good, Jordan? Yo, Sean Stomo coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Sean? Coming in, showing that love. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, hit that share button, as we're going back to green flag racing here in this one. Quickly, Dylan Hauser putting the pedal to the metal. You can see this racetrack already starting to blacken up here. It's already starting to slick off as these drivers are going to start moving around the racetrack. Here comes Blake Majulis down on the bottom side. Some beating and banging right there behind him. Ethan Toder up into the outside wall and up into the fence goes the 09 ride of Colton Zimmer, as Zimmer gets up into the outside fence, goes upside down for a wild ride there, as they were 3-4 wide, bouncing off of each other here. You can see Ethan Toder actually inside of the 02 ride right there. That's going to send him back up to the center of the racetrack here, and unfortunately the 09 ride trying to squeeze by on the outside and gets stopped up there onto the outside fence. Nowhere to go for the 44 ride. You see the 40 ride get spun around there as well from the 47, as everyone's trying to get checked up and stopped for the 09 ride. Is unfortunately just nowhere for him to go. We'll jump right on board here. Colton Zimmer, and you can see just nothing he could do, then gets tagged from behind and gets hit again, and tough break. A couple heavy hits there for that 09 ride after having a good run just up inside the top 10, as we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Blake caused that one. I don't know. That one was just a lot of hard racing, 3-4 wide. I don't know. Blake was really nowhere near that one. I don't know. Blake was already way in front of the 02 ride, even to this point. Yeah, Blake was already way in front of the 02 here. Maybe the 18, and that had to get 23 checked off. That's just good hard racing. Unfortunately, too many cars battling for the exact same surface area out there on the racetrack. As we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. The green flag back out into the air. It's going to look like we're going to see it again here. Upside down goes James Braswell on the inside of the racetrack. The 02 up on the high side as well. Some more hard racing. Going to take us back under the caution flag here, as James Braswell Jr. going for a wild ride there on the inside of the racetrack. So a couple other drivers also get collected there as well. Gavin Eddy with some huge damage there, as once again just looks like 3, almost 4, 5 wide here out of corner number 4. They just run out of room there, and unfortunately Braswell just nowhere to go. With the 02 ride up into the outside fence, they continue on, kind of tied together there. Talon Willis ends up upside down after the fact here. Keaton Holder was collected in that one as well. Contact back there, the 40 ride going around, as 44 ride is, unfortunately, 10M of Talon Willis kind of gets a little nudge, goes up the racetrack as well. Camden Johnston collected in that as well there. So a lot of cars tore up there in that one, as we'll get them stacked back up, re-racked, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing, as Dylan Hauser continues to lead the way here in the 2 machine. Trey Mills to his outside. Then we see Hunter Rich, Blake Manjulis, Matthew Selby, the 18 rider, Chase Barbara, Justin Norwood, Kendall Tucker, and Logan Rumsey, and Ethan Toder rounding out our top 10, as we're going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Oh, Jarrett, I don't know if you're trying to make fun or what you're trying to do, my boy, but I don't know who you are or care who you are. If you got anything to say, you can say it. I'm just doing my job. There's 50 things going on at the same time, my boy. I pick out what's happening, where the action is, and look at right where the action started. As we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing, Dylan Hauser out in front. Dylan Hauser quickly put the pedal to the metal as he jumps up to the high side, clearing the 14 rider, Trey Mills. Trey Mills just in front of the 127 of Blake Manjulis' Hunter Rich down to the bottom side, now trying to take over position number 2 away from the 14 rider. It's a good run down on the bottom side of that 33 machine. Matthew Selby sliding back down to position number 5, and Chase Barbara up there behind him. You're trying to find something on the high side right behind Blake Manjulis. Kendall Tucker working his way through the field as Tucker has worked the double zero right now up inside the top 8, and here comes one of our B main winners here. Here comes Logan Rumsey in the 41 machine there in the 9th position as he worked himself around Ethan Toder as Toder gets up into the outside wall ever so slightly. Way up the racetrack goes the 23 T machine. Now you see Dab and Cardwell, Travis St. Clair, all these guys 3 wide right there. 171 right of Brandon Freeberg trying to work himself up inside the top 10. Here comes Caleb Durgan as well in the 33 right as he's going to take a look down low underneath of Cameron Godson. Is Cossin right there in the middle side of the racetrack. Dylan Hauser, though, still out in front, continuing to lead the way. He's got his teammate Trey Mills, the future, right there behind him is the Speed Ranch 33 ride of Hunter Rich there in position number 3. A little bit of contact. Matthew Selby up into the outside fence. The 13T collected in that as well, and the caution flag is going to come back out. Matthew Selby and Travis St. Clair coming together there off corner number 4. Selby looks like he's either trying to get his position back or show his displeasure with somebody, or he's just trying to get that car down to pit side as quickly as possible. No, he's going to stay out, so no pit side there. I thought he was going to do something, but he decides not to. So Matthew Selby staying out onto the racetrack, not going to get that car repaired. Hopefully nothing busted up, nothing broken in that car. Is trying to take a look back and see what happened here between the two of them as Ethan Toder crash here as well in the 23 ride. Toder just up a little bit too high here. Oh, gets right into the implement tires there. That's actually what the initial caution flag came out for, was for that 23 ride. So coincidentally, at the same time, we saw Matthew Selby and the 13T come together here. Selby up on the high side there, kind of getting bent out of shape ever so slightly. The 13T, I don't think saw him up there, and he just run out of room. Selby hard into that outside wall, up through the catch fence. And unfortunately, Dallin Willis going to go around there, just slide him through, not getting checked up quite in time as we got him stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. As Dylan Hauser, Trey Mills make up the front row. The 33 ride of Hunter Rich, Blake Majulis in the 127 ride there in 4th. Chase Barbara there in position number 5. The 00 of Kendall Tucker there in position number 6. Logan Rumsey in 7th with Matthew Selby to his outside. Just getting saved by the bell there as the caution flag initially came out for the 23 ride, so he was able to save that one. Justin Norwood in position number 9 of the 171 ride of Brandon Freeberg there in 10th. Cameron Cossin, Caleb Durgan bringing up our top 12. Bob Klein working his way towards the front of the field with the 70 ride of Dab and Cardwell to his outside. Colton Zimmer, James Braswell Jr., Dallin Willis, Derek Stewart, Camden Johnson, and Travis St. Clair round out our top 20 as we're going to go back to green flag racing. Great job right there on the restart once again out of Dylan Hauser as Hauser's able to clear the 14 ride of Trey Mills down the backstretch as Mills right there on his back bumper. But Mills has that Speed Ranch number 33 ride taking a look to his inside as Logan Rumsey continues his torrid pace to the front of the field here in that House of Speed number 41 ride as he's now trying to work himself up inside the top 5 here in that 6th position as the caution flag comes back out. Caution flag coming back out here as cautions, breeding cautions in this one. Looks like Dallin Willis and the 13T ride of Travis St. Clair having some issues here. We'll take a look and see what happens. Dallin down on the bottom side. Oh, looks like St. Clair just gets in there a little bit deeper than what Dallin does. Gets into the back of him, spins him around. Unfortunately, it looks like St. Clair's going to take that ride off the racetrack and down pit side here as we'll jump right onto the nose cone here of the 13 machine. See the contact, he just comes up right there, just gets into him just a little bit. Unfortunately, that's enough to spin him around and check him up and end the night there for the 13T ride. All right, so we'll stack them back up and we'll re-rack them and try it all over again here. These drivers, I'm sure, starting to grow a little impatient here at the front of the field, as I know Dylan Hauser and Trey Mills would love to just see some good green flag laps and pull away from the rest of the field and duke it out between each other like we saw at the beginning of the race. But slowly but surely, it's bringing some of these drivers that started deeper in the field up towards the front. You look at it, drivers like Logan Rumsey, Kendall Tucker, Brandon Freeberg, Cameron Cossin up there into the 11th position here, actually up into the 10th position. As Camden Johnson's actually off the racetrack, as a lot of drivers starting to work their way up towards the front here. You see the 22 ride and the 09 unfortunately parked down pit side here, getting some work done to their rides. 22 car is all bent out of shape still. Unfortunately there for that 22 of Camden Johnston, as that car has quite a bit of damage on it. As the lights are turned off, the official iRacing pace truck, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. It's the number 2 rider, Dylan Hauser, quickly putting that pedal back to the metal here, as we're going to go back to green flag racing here in this one. 7 more laps left to go, as Dylan Hauser out in front. Trey Mills, the future, there in position number 2. Hunter Rich there in 3rd. Logan Rumsey down on the bottom side. He's going to jump up the 4th, as we got another driver upside down. Someone up into the upside, up into the fence there on the front stretch, taking out our flag man. I do believe that was the 127 of Blake Majulis getting up into the fence here. We'll take a look back and see what happened. As Blake Majulis up on the high side here. Looks like a little bit of free wide. Unfortunately, the 18 machine just loses it there ever so slightly, then nowhere to go for a few other drivers as they wreck down the front straightaway. James Braswell, Davin Cardwell, the 47 ride of Derek Stewart. Somehow the 127 ride ends up back on all 4 tires here and keeps on rolling. Just looks like the 18 just loses the front nose, gets super tight, washes up the racetrack ever so slightly, and unfortunately for Blake, he's just in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and just that little bit of contact straightens him out up into that outside fence and up into the catch fence here after a couple of hard licks. A tough break there for Blake Majulis. Oh, James Braswell nowhere to go either, man. A couple big hard hits afterwards. That's a tough one. All right, so we'll stack them back up and we'll try this one all over again. Dylan Hauser still out in front. Trey Mills right there in position number 2. Hunter Rich in 3rd, now into the 4th position as Logan Rumsey. Kendall Tucker there in 6th as Brandon Freeberg up into position number 5 as the green flag back out into the air here. The 2 ride having another good restart, but here comes the 41 up on the high side trying to find something to get up and around the 33 machine, but the 33 with a great run down low as here comes Hunter Rich underneath the 14 ride. Hunter Rich finding something late in this race down along the bottom side of the racetrack here, trying to clear the 14 ride of Trey Mills as he jumps down to the inside here with 5 more laps left to go, and the caution flag is going to fly here once again. It's like Caleb Durgan having some issues here in the 33 ride, right around the 10th position, 9th, 10th position. Maybe slides up a little bit into the 7 ride, has to get checked up, and then unfortunately just kind of gets bounced around a couple times there, and does a quick little 360, keeps on rolling, but unfortunately once that car pointed in the wrong direction, the caution flag going to come right out, as we'll take a look here and see what happens. The 33 is getting, it's Bob Klein and gets a little contact there from Davin Cardwell, then the 46 ride of Matthew Selby, and that's what spins him around, and the caution flag coming back out. So a tough break there for the 33 ride of Caleb Durgan. So we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and try this one all over again. Is this one coming to a close here in a quick hurry? Unfortunately, we won't have any post-race interviews here tonight for this one, as I have to go to work here. I got 13 minutes before my shift starts, so this race has to hurry up and end in a quick hurry, as your boy has got to go to work here in a hot minute, chat. Your boy's got to go to work here in a hot minute. looks like we're going to get one more time around. Everyone trying to get stacked up here in a quick hurry. I don't know. There we go, as we'll get this all set back up and ready to go here. Yo, Anthony Karf coming in with that share on the stream, coming in, showing that love. iFearless TV coming in with that follow over on Twitch as well. iFearless, welcome to the Peacemaker family over there on Twitch. Welcome into the show. Is this the top split? This would basically be the top split. That is correct. A lot of drivers that are in this field are definitely the top split drivers. As we're going to go back to green flag racing here late in this one. Dylan Hauser getting the green flag here once again, as Hauser out in front here, leading the way down the backstretch. A good jump that time by him and the 14 rider Trey Mills. And Samson Speed trying to come home 1 and 2. Logan Rumsey still trying to jump up there and take position number 3 away from Hunter Ridge. Hunter Ridge right there in position number 3 with 2 more laps left to go. A little bit of 3 wide right there behind him is the 0-0 Kendall Tucker there in 5th. Here comes the 18 ride of Cameron Costin and the 171 of Brandon Greenberg, as the white flag is going to be displayed one more time around here for Dylan Hauser. Hauser down the backstretch. One more time into corner number 3. One more shot for Trey Mills. He's not going to get there. It's out of corner number 4. It's all Dylan Hauser here in this one, as he's going to pick up the checkered flag here tonight at Volusia Speedway Park. Trey Mills there in position number 2. Hunter Ridge with a great run there in the Speed Ranch number 33 machine, as he comes home in that 3rd position. Logan Rumsey there in position number 4, and Kendall Tucker coming home in the top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here to our top 3. Dylan Hauser, Trey Mills, and Hunter Ridge as our top 3 load up here and line up for their photos down here in Victory Lane. There is your top 3. Dylan Hauser, Trey Mills, Hunter Ridge, and Logan Rumsey there as well. Our 4th place finisher in the House of Speed ride there in position number 4, going to get his photo taken as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is going to do it for us here in this one. Unfortunately, your boy has to go to work. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on the stream, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we continue to build more and more and more over there on the red site. Almost have 300 subscribers over there on YouTube and working on 4,000 followers on Facebook, so make sure you hit that follow button, that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on those live notifications so that way you never miss it when we go back live here again. Nice win, Dylan Hauser. Good run, Trey Chase and Justin Norwood. Absolutely, Scotty. Absolutely, Mr. Dobbs. Good to see you up in the chat, my boy. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, your boy has got to go to work, so I will see you guys all tomorrow night. We got some more racing action to do tomorrow evening. Hopefully, I'll see you guys all there for a little bit of fun. An awesome show tomorrow night. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful night, and hopefully you guys all get a good night's sleep here. But unfortunately, your boy's got to go to work. I got to go get the hours in, chat. I got to go get the hours in. We're going to get a little bit of music going, 2 minutes of an ending screen here, and then we're going to be going to work.